Hello, everybody. This is Joshua Phillips for Living Reason. Just testing out today, formatting a little bit different and not trying to capture video content, and also recording using a different audio source to test out the sound quality. I would really appreciate opinions on both of those if you're watching. Just very briefly today, one little observation that I might make a long video about at some point. One thing that I think really hurts people's ability to think carefully and conceptually about issues is being so committed to your sort of partisan or ideological side that you stop even recognizing when your people who agree with you are making really bad arguments. And the format I most often see this in is that if you're online and you look at people arguing about politics, anything people say that yells at the other side and calls them terrible gets tons of compliments and tons of, replies and shares of the message, regardless of the logical coherence of the argument, regardless of whether it makes sense. As long as it's calling the other side awful, people will compliment it and treat it like a well thought out message. And so I'll probably make a longer version of that, but I think it really hurts that if you want to think through issues clearly and you care primarily about trying to form correct beliefs and trying to improve the quality of your thoughts on a question, what matters is whether things are rational and whether they make sense, not whether you like the conclusion of whatever the message is. Right? You can be right or wrong. If you just guess, you have a certain chance of being right. If you pick any issue and you pick some side by flipping a coin, you're going to be right some chunk of the time. If we would never think that that indicates, rational, good decision making. And that applies, well, beyond that, if someone agrees with your conclusion, that does not mean the way they got there is rational. It does not mean the way they got there is a good approach overall. It doesn't mean that you should be impressed with it. And I think very frequently, not even trying to filter out, sharing the bad arguments of people who happen to agree with us, that can definitely hurt by encouraging bad, careless thinking. And we would hopefully all agree that what we think ultimately is that if you want people to come to good conclusions, one of the best ways to do that is to try to encourage good, careful, methodological thinking as opposed to find whoever agrees with you that's shouting the loudest and share whatever they put out. This is Joshua Phillips for Living Reason. If you appreciated the video, please share it. Please give me any feedback, especially on the no video format and the audio quality today. Thank you. Have a nice day.